Ox Hare presents, in association with True Story FM, the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society. Today's adventure: whom do you serve and whom do you trust?
After leaving Paris and having to say goodbye to sweet Dudley, we made it as far as Lyon before we had to rest. It was there that a letter caught up to me. French mailmen are the best in the world, as everyone knows. It said, you know what? We'll get into that another time. The contents of the letter had me distracted, so I wasn't around for what happened next, for what she said. I'm getting ahead of myself. After we'd gotten the rooms in order, Zinnia went up to the roof to have some time to gather her thoughts, which I've learned is a fancy way of getting some alone time without sounding rude.
Ah, Massalia, qu'est-ce qu'ils t'ont fait?
Hey there.
Qui va là? My sweet dear wife, I'm so sorry.
Nerves still on edge?
It would appear so. I know that we are close to home and surrounded by those I love and who love me, but my body, it still feels like an attack could come at any moment.
You haven't talked much about what it was like, what they did.
It is not something I wish to burden you with.
It is not a burden. I'm your wife. This came along with the vows.
I know this, but I also know the guilt you bear at how long it took you to free me, and what I bear for not being able to free myself.
This was not your fault.
Nor yours, and yet, here we are, feeling sorry for ourselves and each other.
And terrified it will happen again.
Bien sûr. But I'm grateful and happy and glad to be back with you again. And Goldie. And to be back in this city.
As am I. You've been here before.
D'accord. I was pursuing the Mad Mongoose who had stolen a lost Gaston Leroux manuscript. The chase ended on the roof of the Nouvelle Opéra. Fitting, no?
I thought she was called the Mad Marmoset.
Ah, yes. I always mix up my miniature mammals. What I wouldn't give for a thief like her right now. Or a wild ape. Perhaps even a zombie.
How about a distant explosion and sinister laughter?
Hopefully it is something we can fight. Let us away.
That's right, peasants. Run! Run or die!
And what do you think you are doing?
What? Who are you?
That's Madame Liberté, and I'm Madame Egalité. And you are in a world of trouble.
From two little girls.
Two little girls who have had a rough few days and who are looking to take out our aggressions on a dim-witted man who's abusing his power.
And what name can we put on the note we leave for the constabulary?
I'm the Grey Grenadier. All will tremble before... No... That's not it. The people will learn to fear the... Darn it.
What seems to be the problem?
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't prepare any banter. Can I go now?
What are you talking about?
Yes, fool, but I'm docking your pay. I was hoping to see a bit of a scuffle.
Gertrude Walcott.
One of the 6 and recurring pain in our derrière. You set this all up.
Guilty, but not that I feel, guilty. How else was I supposed to get in touch with you?
You had a man setting off explosives in the city. People could be hurt.
Everyone's fine. Look, except maybe that guy. Ew. Oh, nope, look, he's getting up. See? It's all fine.
Our interests may be aligned for the moment, but that doesn't give you the right.
You'll find that what rights you have can be a bit of a sliding scale these days. Which brings me to the assignment of the day. You're going to like this one.
I find this difficult to believe.
No, really. I've gotten word that one of my brother's top lieutenants wants to defect.
And you've verified this information.
Would I put my best girls on the case if it was just a rumor?
Most likely, yes.
Nonsense. I've got stooges for that. No, it's been confirmed. I've proven this person has true inside information, the kind that would be worthwhile to one such as me.
And what do you expect us to do?
Bring them in, of course. It's not like they can just stroll in off the street.
What arrangements have been made?
Tonight, Big Brother's getting a shipment of contraband at the Riverside Dock, slip 19.
A shipment of what?
Don't know, didn't ask. Also didn't care. The real prize is the traitor in their midst. The delivery is set for midnight. Your job is to show up, do your hero routine, and then bring in our turncoat.
What is this person's name? What do they look like?
Ah, see, this is why I brought in the experts. I don't know.
You don't know?
This is spycraft, pretty. They distrust me as much as I distrust them.
I can't imagine why.
They didn't want to reveal name, looks, anything, for fear that their message might be intercepted. But we do have a code, a sort of call and response.
Do tell.
You ask them, I wonder how to get out of this dream. And they answer, why would you need to leave? You like that? I was going for a bit of poetry instead of something inane about the weather.
We are just expected to ask this of every person until they give the correct response.
I'm sure you'll figure something out. It will be a person of authority. I don't care about some wage slave toting boxes of ammo. They're not worth this much effort.
I lack confidence in your plan.
Then you need to cowgirl up. Inside information on my brother's operation would be a huge blow to his ego and give us a major advantage in taking him down once and for all. Eyes on the prize, swashbucklers.
Once we have them, then what?
See that gaudy church standing in the center of town?
The one that's been cordoned off? I see it.
Lay low with our new friend for the day, and next night. I'll meet you there and take our new canary off your hands. Think you can handle that?
If it can be done, we will be the ones to do it.
Not the stirring vote of confidence I was hoping for, but I suppose it'll do. Until then, good luck, ladies.
Ugh, I really can't stand that woman.
What do you think? Can we trust her?
Of course not. But she's confident this is on the up and up. And a glimpse at his playbook would be quite a boon, should it prove to be true.
And what if this is a trap to bring Gertrude's forces out into the open?
Then it's a good thing you taught me how to use this.
Do you think we need to bring Goldie in on this? A third might be helpful.
No, whatever was in that letter has taken her on her own journey. She's a big girl. If she needs us, she'll ask.
Does that sentiment not go both ways?
Touché. But should something happen to us, perhaps having her in reserve might be more tactically sound.
Ugh, I hate to even think such things, but your words do make sense.
Thank you. Now let's see if we can study the terrain before our foes arrive.
I am with you in this and all good things.
All right, you American big dogs. These crates need to be unloaded toot sweet. Put your backs into it.
You want it faster? How about you get down here and pick up a box? Right, guys?
Shut your trap, Carl. You didn't get the promotion. Get over it. I have the big hat now. I'm in charge.
Sure, Jock, sure. Whatever you say. It's not like you're afraid of a couple of ladies and their overlarge knitting needles.
I fear them not. We are protected from on eye tonight.
What's that supposed to mean, you frog?
Nothing you need to concern your little dock worker brain about. For I you, and I thank these stars I am not. I'd be more worried about what the red rapscallion would do if he found you are slowing down the rest.
Is Red supposed to be here tonight?
See that I don't have any reason to summon him, Carl.
Yeah, boss, whatever you say. I'll die a happy man if I never have to feel that whip of his again.
Greetings, boys. Burning the midnight oil?
Oh, no! It's the madams!
Ugh, I do not like the sound of that. I'd prefer just, look out, it's liberté!
So nice of you boys to unload the boat. Saves us the trouble of having to sink it. But now would be a good time for you to make like rats and desert this sinking ship.
What?
The simple approach is usually preferred with this lot. Run, fools!
Ah! I'm running!
There goes my bonus. Time to vacate the premises.
Not so fast.
Sacre bleu!
If I was to say, I wonder how to get out of this dream, what would you say?
Why?
Oh no.
Equity électrique.
In the tanned and supple flesh. Zinnia, I haven't seen you since.
Since you kidnapped me and delivered me to Virgil Walcott.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And here you are to ruin another night.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I should warn you, I have a lot of pent-up hostility and a promise that I need to keep.
I can totally understand that, dollface. However, I think you've got something to say to me first.
Oh, I have more than a few things to say to you, my dear.
No, not you, cutie. Your lesser half. Go ahead, Saffron. Try it again.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
I wonder how to get out of this dream.
Why would you need to leave?
You? You are the defector.
That I am. What do you say, girls? Take me to your leader.
How are things?
All clear.
Does that mean you can take this blindfold off? Or have you got some shenanigans planned?
All right, I'll remove it, but no funny business.
You've already taken my pack and my gauntlets. My arms are tied. What do you think's gonna happen, huh? So these are your digs? Oh, Zinnia, you used to be a much better decorator.
Always a charmer. This is a safe house.
And do you? Feel safe, I mean?
Listen, you.
My love, calm yourself. She's attempting to rile you. Equity. If you wish to earn our trust, you will control your tongue.
You know what? You're right. Betraying my boss is a new thing for me. I might be a little tense. No hard feelings?
Equity, how have you come to this? You betrayed us by joining forces with one of the six. Now you betray them by changing sides.
You know me. I hate being pinned down. I prefer to be the one on top, remember?
No, you'll not twist out of this one with a clever quip. Tell us what this is all about, or we exit and leave you to be found by Walcott's forces.
What would your boss say?
That's it. Time to go. Good luck talking your way out of this one, Equity.
Wait, stop, fine. The truth is it was you, Zinnia.
Moi.
If you're about to confess your love, I'm stuffing this hood in your mouth.
No, not that. What we had, it belongs in the past. You're happy, even I can see that. And I'm not worthy of such emotion.
Go on.
It's what you said to me when we met up before, about looking at whom I was associating with. I started digging into what my side was doing, and I couldn't believe what I found.
Was this before or after you kidnapped my wife on their behalf?
Before.
How nice for you.
I had to know for sure if what I saw was true, and the only way to verify that was to get their trust, to do whatever they asked of me. Their side is very big on loyalty.
If this is true, why not tell me? Bring me into your confidence. Knowing my captivity was serving a greater good might have helped me, rather than thinking my friend had gone totally evil.
Zinnia, you're not buying this, are you?
She has come this far, we should hear her out. Equity, what is it that you learned that would make you change your allegiance?
By this point, I'm assuming you know about the Six.
6 siblings, inheritors of the greatest independent fortune on the planet, all allied in the backing of the Emperor and his cultural revolution, all the better to seize control over the populace of Europe.
But secretly, they wage a cold war against their fellows, one with odd rules that they have all agreed to follow. Whomever shall win this battle, it is the people caught between them who will lose.
Okay, so looks like you've been doing your homework.
Now tell us what we don't know.
Virgil is getting ready to make a major move. He's rounding up scientists, soldiers, cowboys, anybody, and getting them all on his payroll.
To what end?
An offensive.
Against the 6? Well, the other 5?
As a start. But then, he's going for the Emperor himself. Virgil's planning on running the table, and he doesn't care who gets in the way. He's betting it all on red. He's calling it the last roundup.
But what exactly is he planning? When is this supposed to happen? Where will he strike first?
That's all you get. No way I'm showing you my whole hand. That's for your boss. Details when I meet the man behind the curtain, and my safety is assured.
Always looking out for number 1.
And if I don't, who will? No one's lining up to watch my back.
And whose fault is that?
Enough. Your point has been made. Let us not forget that Equity has put her safety on the line to bring this news to us.
But she's not bringing it to us. There's no altruism here. She hasn't suddenly had an attack of conscience. She's using this intel as leverage to get herself a better deal with another one of the 6.
Why can't it be both?
Is it?
Well, maybe. And before you try and zing me with another accusation, let's not forget that you're working for one of the 6 too. I wasn't looking for Liberté, I was looking for the agent on the other side. Just happened to be wearing a familiar face, and a pretty one too.
I've about had it with this.
All right. I think we've all had enough. I propose we retire to separate corners. We've all been up all night, and we must stay hidden until the appointed hour. Let us get some rest. Come, sweetheart. Let us adieu.
You'd better be here when we come back.
Darling, I'm not going anywhere. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Hey, Zin. I told you the only way you'd get me to church was in chains. Guess I was right.
Notice me not laughing.
Your information had better be worth it.
Worth what?
Having to spend an entire day with you. I'm still waiting for this acquired taste I've heard about to start working.
It appears our time together is coming to an end. Here she comes now.
Ladies, what have you brought me tonight?
May I present Equity Electric, former consort of your brother Virgil Walcott and current traitor to his operation.
This is the infamous Equity Electric. I had no idea someone of your stature would stab my brother in the back.
My timing is nothing if not impeccable. And who might you be?
How rude of me. I'm Gertrude Walcott, pleased to make your acquaintance.
Ditto. Now, you have the money we discussed?
Money? What money?
Come on! You didn't think I was doing this for free, did you? Girls gotta eat.
All right here, in various international currencies, as discussed. Now get those restraints off our new friend, and let's get down to business.
Ah, sweet circulation.
You have something for me?
I do, and it's quite a big surprise.
Gertie. I never thought you had it in you.
What? How? Why?
All good questions, sweet sister. In due time.
Equity, you betrayed us.
I think of it as retaining my current loyalty, but I can see how you'd see the other way.
Your turncoat, my traitor, was real enough, but we managed to hit him off before he got too far. After that, I was curious to find out which of my siblings had gotten the wind in their sails enough to try and get me with espionage. Never thought it'd be you, Gertie.
Don't call me Gertie.
Oh, now that you don't have pigtails I can pull, how else am I supposed to tease you? And you got Liberté and Egalité on the dole. Tell me what she's paying, and I'll double it right here, right now.
We are not on her payroll.
She didn't get you with the debt scam, did she? She helped you, you help her. She's been playing that carrot game since we were kiddos. She's never been one to use the stick.
Equity, how could you lie to us?
Oh, she's good at it, ain't she? First, I guess she'd be a frontline infantry type, just zap blasting anyone I point at. My own electric attack dog. But she's shown a real knack for tradecraft. Lying, betraying those closest to her. She's a natural.
Zinnia, I just wanted...
Yeah, I heard enough out of you, E.E. You done earned your reward. Now you can hush up. I think you know how this goes, sis.
You've got the place surrounded by your goons?
Course I do. The better to take your rooks off the board.
Rooks? Please. We're queens.
Nope. I'd maybe say bishop, but, alright, I'm feeling generous. My guys are here to take your knights.
And I'm...
Oh, free to go, of course. I wouldn't hurt my own sister.
Sorry, ladies. We gave it a good try, but all's well. If you don't die, maybe we can give it another go. Toodles!
So much for leadership.
Now, let's get to the killing of you. Let's see if I got this right. I got men surrounding you, a trained electric killer on a leash, and, what am I forgetting? Oh yeah, my one-of-a-kind poison sword rescued from the deep. So if you like to kill each other, you know, a kind of romantic Juliet and, well, Juliet thing, I'd understand.
We politely refuse. I can speak for my wife when I say we'd rather fight to the death.
Side by side through death's door into whatever lies beyond.
Sentimentality. You do see that's what's gotten you into this mess, right?
Mr. Walcott, I believe we started a dance that we never finished.
Did we? I fought so many it's hard for me to recall.
Plus, you owe me a debt. You kept my wife and I apart for 96 days.
Yeah, I did do that. So you want me to write you a check?
I'll take my payment in blood. Have at you.
Zinnia,
Again, you have betrayed me again. And I believed you. I looked into your eyes and I saw sincerity.
It wasn't all a lie. The final roundup is real. Virgil's plan is real.
But you, I'm afraid, are not.
Everything I've said, what you heard and didn't hear, it's all true. Except for one thing. I never stopped loving you.
You expect me to believe this now, after what you've done?
And you still have feelings for me. I know it. Otherwise, you would have never let me get this close.
Oh, Equity, you have been well trained by your new employer. Now, I doubt even my instincts.
Then let me prove it to you. After it happens, tomorrow night. Meet me where we went on our first date in Lyon together. Do you remember?
Of course I remember. After what happens?
Just meet me there. Sure, you've got a sword, but there's something about me you don't know, old friend.
And what is that?
The gauntlets, the backpack, they don't give me my powers. They just focus them.
Liberté, she's crackling with electricity. Watch out.
In all things, I need to have the power.
Equity, power down. This old roof can't...
Now taste the living lightning of Equity Electric.
No!
Liberté! Liberté! Zinnia, where are you?
How many times have I told you? Only to use our nom de plume while out in the field.
Oh, thank heavens you're all right.
It was Equity. She controlled the blast, taking the roof out from under us, but making sure we would still be alive.
And Virgil?
Still alive. I saw Equity and his men taking him away. I expect only his pride has been hurt.
Of course. Hold on to me, my love. I'll get you home.
I wish I had the strength for a suggestive remark.
That's fine. You'll just have to owe me one. Come on.
Another perfect landing. I knew you'd remember this place. We'd just finished fighting the mad marmoset, and we climbed up on top, and you said, "Look at that lovely little town." Or something like that. My French wasn't great. Zinnia, before you say anything, let me speak my piece. I know I've gotten everyone caught up in this whole loyalty thing, but my allegiance is where it's always been, to the almighty dollar. Virgil pays the bills, I do the job, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Look, I've been setting aside some scratch, and I may have taken more than my fair share on the latest job, but the point is, it's enough for us to get away from here. Us. Together. We pick up stakes, change our names, pick a spot on the map far from all this nonsense. Borneo, Tibet, Timbuktu, warm or cold, I'll let you pick. Who cares about their war, their cultural revolution? For once, Zinnia, do what's right for you and not the little people. What do you say?
I didn't think we had anything in common, Equity, but it turns out we do. We're both in love with the same woman.
Saffron? What are you doing here?
During the battle, I heard you. Your declaration.
Oh, so you came here to warn me? Stay away from my girl or else? Are we about to go a few rounds?
No. You've got it all wrong. You're wrong about so many things. It's hard to know where to start.
Always so smug. All right, teach. Enlighten me.
Zinnia isn't mine any more than I'm hers. The door is always open. I wouldn't stay with anyone who didn't want to stay with me. I suspect Zinnia feels the same way. I'm not so blind as to think that running you out of town would fix a relationship. One that, I'm sorry to tell you, doesn't need fixing.
I've seen the way she looks at me. I know she has feelings.
I've seen it too.
Well then?
But have you seen how she looks at me? No, that's not the point. Equity, we've barely met. I only know the woman who stands before me. The one who has lied to us, betrayed us, compromised everything for the pursuit of money and power.
You don't know what I've been through.
I don't. I'm only telling you what I see. But that's not what Zinnia sees. She looks at you and sees the young hero, the carefree girl with the crazy electric powers, the one who took on evil with a laugh and a zap, the one who saved her from Dr. Duplicate and whom she saved from the clutches of the harmful retinue.
How do you know all that?
She told me. She told me everything. We don't keep secrets from each other. It's one of the cornerstones of our marriage. But the point is this. She still sees a glimmer of that girl. Any feelings she has are towards her. But I don't think that person exists anymore.
And who are you? Some high-talking, snooty schoolmarm? The safe, boring one who's making the most amazing woman I've ever known become just as boring?
What is the dream, Equity? You two run off, letting the chips fall where they may. Europe in flames, the streets of Massalia running red with blood, but it's all fine because you two are together in some secluded hidey-hole. And you think that'll make you happy?
We'll make our own happiness.
Fine. Let's say you can convince yourself that the quiet life is for you. Something I suspect you've never tried. Do you really think that Zinnia will be happy there? Not helping anyone, away from the people she loves, the city she promised to protect? Not to mention leaving the art, the culture, the clothes, the food.
Shut up. Just shut up.
I'm not going to stop her. Oh, I'd fight for her. But if Zinnia wants to run away with you, I won't raise my sword. But if she did, if she agreed to this plan of yours, would she be coming with you out of love or pity? Would it be for the woman you are now or the one she loved then?
Damn it.
Equity, we'll never be friends, you and I. Out of respect for Zinnia, I grit my teeth and try to remain cordial whenever you rear your duplicitous head. You don't think I'm worthy of Zinnia? You're right. But I work every day to make myself worthy. And she loves me. Sometimes I wonder why, but she does. And I her.
Isn't this where we battle? The two of us, fighting for the love of a woman. It's romantic and vicious.
I won't fight you, Equity. Not today. But you need to go. Leave France and understand that the next time you return...
Yeah, I'll be the enemy. You'll fight me. Blah, blah, blah. I've heard it before.
No, you'll return already defeated. You can fight and zap and abduct, but you won't win her back. Not now, not ever. Because here's the twist. She's not the same person either. The Zinnia you loved isn't there anymore.
Well, maybe she'd be better as a widow.
You think that'll work? That she'll love the one who killed her love? Oh, Equity. Is this who you wanted to be? What would the girl who stood on this opera house all those years ago say if she could see you now?
She'd see. She'd know that I...
Shh. The question was rhetorical. But that doesn't mean you should stop thinking about it.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Ugh, I know. And I know you're hurting. All I ask is that for now, maybe for today, you don't turn that hurt on anyone else. Or yourself.
Huh, yeah. I guess I can do that. You know, I had you pegged wrong.
How's that?
I'd figured you for an egghead, some know-it-all with a name for everything. Turns out you're a real warrior. But that sword's not your best weapon. I'll remember that.
Goodbye, Equity Electric.
Madame Égalité?
I suppose you heard all that.
Sharp ears. But it was such an intimate conversation, I didn't want to seem rude.
When has that ever stopped you? I meant what I said.
I expect you meant all of it.
About fighting for you, I will. But I won't fight you. If you want to leave with her, run off and live the boho life, I'd understand. I mean, I don't understand. But I understand.
I wish it were so simple as that. Do I see her as her younger self? I suppose I do. And it is my hope that a seed of that hero remains, something that can be woken up.
You always try to see the good in people.
Only those who deserve it. But should I go, it would be to change what she is into what she was. And that is not honest, not true. And she to me? Perhaps if she could win me, it would be as if her choices were the right ones. No matter how dark the path, she reached the sunshine at the end. So, harm without foul?
I think you mean no harm, no foul.
More sports talk. But yes, I might perhaps be good for her should she choose to actually descend, but would it work the other way? I think no.
Was I wrong to get involved, to get between you two?
You spoke from the heart, and a beautiful heart it is. I had thought there would be much more sword rattling. But while she is of my past, and unfortunately my present, you are my future.
You know I'm wildly, madly in love with you, right?
Of this, I have no doubt.
It's just been one mess after another, hasn't it?
I may have something to fix this problem. An invitation.
To a party?
Not exactly. A letter was waiting for us back at the hotel. Our Goldie has had a run of good luck and wishes us to join her in Monte Carlo.
Could this be our second honeymoon?
Life with you is a continual honeymoon, but yes, let us try for this. And I promise, no tap-dancing robots this time.
Oh, heavens. I'd almost forgotten about them.
What do you say, dear wife? Would you accompany me to Monte Carlo?
It would be my pleasure.
It's true, I'd had a run of luck in Monte Carlo, but unfortunately it wasn't the good kind. I knew I needed help, but was hoping the happy tone of the letter would bring them faster. Plus, I was pretty sure my mail was being read, and if they knew what they were about to step into, I wonder if they'd have come at all. But that's a tale for next time. For now, Equity and Virgil had disappeared, along with Gertrude, leaving us a chance to step away from the swashbuckling Ladies' Debate Society and into a whole nother mess.
Season 2, Episode 3, Whom Do You Serve and Whom Do You Trust, was written, directed, and edited by Kyle Olson. Our producer and sound designer is the usually trustworthy Ryan Fitzpatrick. Our talent wrangler is renowned woman of mystery Brooke Unverfirth. Starring Amy Shaw as Zinnia, Anastasia Plum as Saffron, Cara Gallo as Goldie, Shannon Jelly as Equity Electric, Christopher Soucy as The Grey Grenadier, Emily Dawn Mahoney as Gertrude, Nicholas John and Ryan Malakowski as Jacques and Carl, and Justin Kent as Virgil. Our theme song is written and performed by Headley Knights, and our interstitial music is Intended Force by Kevin McLeod. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Ox and Hare so you won't miss the next thrilling adventure. The Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society is an Ox and Hare media production. Old format, new ideas.